Well, the Taoiseach has reminded us of the remarkable alliance between the ecclesiastical capital of Ireland and the literal capital of Ireland, where we stand this evening, between the cathedrals of Armagh and the castle at Birr in County Offaly. And it is the contribution this island has made to astronomical research in particular in the past, is making now, and has the very real potential to continue making in the future. In a moment, we're going to hear from John Hegarty, who is chairperson of the Council at the Dublin Institute of Advanced Studies, working in partnership with Dunsink. But first, let's hear from the chair of the Board of Governors of Armagh Observatory and Planetarium, the Archbishop of Armagh, His Grace, the Most Reverend John McDowell.
On Taoiseach, Deputy Flanagan, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, my sole qualification for being here this evening is that I stand in the apostolic succession to Archbishop Robinson, who via this House promoted the bill for the establishment of an observatory in Armagh in 1791. And I say he did it via this House because somehow in a world before Zoom he managed to do it by remote control. Archbishop Robinson left Ireland in 1785, never to return, because he complained that the sea crossing, and this is a quotation, would revive the dreadful spasms in my bladder, which I think of in horror. And Taoiseach and I leave that to your medical background. And he went on to say that travelling through England would have been all right, because there were always doctors at hand. But then he said, and I quote, that if he suffered one of these paroxysms in Wales, I might perish in tortures. Nevertheless, as you will know, Robinson is justly renowned for the wide range of building projects he sponsored in Armagh, including the construction of an observatory, together with an endowment of land to provide a stipend for the director. And although he was an ecclesiastic, he was a very shrewd operator. If you've been to Armagh, you will know that he also built, at a cost of £18,000, which was a lot of money in those days, he also built the Archbishop's Palace, where the Councillor Roger's office now is, in the middle of Armagh on the domain land. And at the same time as that was being built, he passed a bill through the Irish House of Commons, through this place, where the Irish bishops formed by far the largest caucus. He passed a bill here to pass the cost of that onto his successor. The whole 18,000 went to his successor. But his shrewdness extended to appreciating the importance of science as a public utility and as part of the Enlightenment project. And that was not by any means a given. It was quite rare at the latter part of the 18th century. He was very ambitious for the public understanding of science, which he saw as crucial to the prosperity of Ireland. And it's no accident that the bill which he promoted here to establish the observatory had as its final words, forever. To establish an observatory in Armagh forever. Now, I know my limitations, and I'm not going to debate about the meaning of time and eternity with a bunch of astrophysicists in the room. But I will say that Primate Robinson, he was a Yorkshireman, he had a lot of common sense, and he knew that in a small place like Ireland, the best can only be achieved by working together, and he promoted that. And that's even more the case today. And a bit like the forever in the title of the bill in 1790, the subtitle of this evening's event, to celebrate the emerging north-south and east-west partnership between the Astronomical Observatories of Ireland, is the key element to the future. Cross-cutting, cross-community, cross-border, the very epitome of integration and reconciliation. So, with one hand, we will later honour Lord Rees for a lifetime's achievement in astrophysics, and with the other hand, we reach out in partnership as leading scientific institutions for the new horizons ahead. Thank you very much.